Hey everybody, so today he had a partial chest closure. We are 12 hours out from that. He got it finished up about 11:30 a.m. and he's done well for the most part. They did, with it being partial, they closed the sternum, but they left the skin open with a wound vac on to make sure that it's airtight, and that also with that vacuum it will pull off any extra fluid. They were still worried a little bit about infection, and so because of that, that's why they have the wound vac and they've kept him on antibiotics. And they also did some cultures to send off to the lab to see if it grows any bacteria, to see if he has an infection. The reason for this is because he has that low-grade fever and it's been persistent since they took him off the ECMO pump. And so they just want to be sure that he does not have an infection before they close him up completely, so that way they don't have to reopen him. If he does well throughout the weekend, we're probably looking at the final closure being Monday or Tuesday. Now, that being said, in the meantime, we're going to be waiting on the cultures to come back. We haven't heard anything back from them yet. And when I said he's done well for the most part, he did have a little blood pressure swing scare. He dropped down for a little bit earlier and had to have some interventions, and that was scary because typically when you have low cardiac output, which is blood pressure, when the blood pressure swings down, that's scary because then it's usually indicative that the heart isn't doing all that great. But he had some calcium and some epinephrine and he responded, and now he's fine. That happened about 2 hours ago and he's doing better now. But again, just kind of a scary moment. Also, found out today that somebody has created a fake Venmo account using one of the pictures that our friend Danielle, who started this GoFundMe and fundraiser for us, and some people didn't want to use GoFundMe, so she had asked for our Venmo information. I gave her mine, and it's at Justin Furley. You'll see it right here in this picture. And it's a picture of me and Hunter fishing last year at the beach. That's my account. The one that says at Justin Furlow _, that's the fake one. We've reported it, and I don't really have much to say about it other than I'm disappointed that somebody would do that. But there are people who are just kind of shameless, I guess, is the best word that I can use right now. And so if you do decide to give money through Venmo, then just make sure it says at Justin Furlow, and that's it. And it's the picture of me and Hunter fishing. That would just kind of help solve that whole situation. That being said, there's also a nap philosophy here at Duke. We saw it on a pillow when we were walking during his closure today. Mallory and I went and got some breakfast, and it says that if you love them, let them nap. We have a different philosophy. This is what is up on our door, and it's been up on our door pretty much since the beginning, and it is, when it comes time for rounds, wake up Dad, even if he looks peaceful. For those of you who know me, I sleep pretty heavy, so I can go back to sleep later, but during rounds, wake me up so that way I can take care of my responsibility and be a part of the rounds and then learn about my kid and make sure that I'm kind of staying on top of what's going on with him. Also, Pastor Johnny came and visited today, and he's visited several times throughout this, and we really appreciate it. And he also had a little joke that was running with Mallory early on when she was still pregnant with Jon David that said if he was named John or Johnny, that they would he would pay her $5. Little did he know that Jonathan David was kind of already the name that we had set on, but it was funny because today he just kind of followed through with it. It was like, here's your $5, and it was just a full circle joke, fun time. And then we had Grammy visit. Mama Kay has been here all day. She's been here through this whole thing, and been helping us rotate and helping Mallory and I handle the stress of all this. And then Hunter went to the museum with Gigi and Sara today and had a fun time just being a 3-year-old. So that's all I got for you today. If you will continue praying, specific prayer request, one, that he'll continue tolerating this and we will not have any more of those blood pressure swings because they are scary. Then also pray for Mallory and I and Mama Kay that we will continue to be able to handle the stress of being here, because it is, again, when things like even without the blood pressure swings, it's just we're on edge constantly because he can go like he did earlier. I mean, he can look completely fine and without any warning just switch. So it's just you're constantly on edge. Pray for us that we'll kind of have some strength and some peace of mind as we go through this. And then also that when he does have that final chest closure, which is what we're aiming for on Monday or Tuesday, that he tolerates it well. And if we can get 24, 48 hours past that, we should be in a much less critical place. But right now we're praying that he continues tolerating this well and that he can get through this weekend and just be in, continuing taking baby steps towards where we need to go. So y'all have a good night and God bless. We'll see you later. And Jon David, tell everybody bye-bye.